Hi, I'm making this video as a tribute to my Uncle Bob. My 96-year-old uncle passed away December 8th of this year. He was born in 1925. He was a World War II veteran, and lots of really nice things were written about him in his obituary. But I'd like to go over a couple of personal things with you about him that were not written. It did mention that he lived on a farm on Golf Course Road. And that is my first topic, is golf balls. So in the summertime, as a kid, it was always fun to go visit Uncle Bob and hunt for golf balls in his pasture. Different people would shank the ball, maybe they even bounce across the highway and they would land in his pasture. So it was always a good opportunity to find golf balls. Because of that, he always had golf balls around. He had floaters. He would put them in water and show you that they would float. He had every kind of color and different style, etc., etc. But one day he said, you know, you can juggle with golf balls and here's how you do it. And basically my Uncle Bob taught me how to juggle, and I still use my juggling skills to amaze my students to this day. So he said what to do is you kind of get used to throwing one ball, and then you have two, and then you get used to throwing two in one hand. So once you get good at throwing two in one hand, then it's no problem to add the third one. Okay, that'll be funny. So here we go. Yay, golf balls. Number two on the list is grape nuts. He always had grape nuts at the house. In fact, that's how I got my name, Uncle Grape Nuts, because we were visiting one time and my nieces and nephew were like, why are you eating grape nuts? And I said, because I like them. So they started calling me Uncle Grape Nuts. The next thing on the list is I remember a really fun opportunity when he came to visit us in Washington State. We played carom, an old game from the family, and we took him ice skating in Portland. So I have this vivid memory of Uncle Bob on ice skates. Uncle Bob loved his animals, but he also had a bird named Jackson. And so that was a fun thing to interact with Jackson. And he would just love that bird, and he'd talk to it, and we'd all kind of talk to it, and we'd say, Jackson's a pretty boy, and we'd go, whoo, whoo, and all that kind of stuff. So back to juggling. Whoop, 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 whoa. And the next thing on the list is I do remember he was a farmer, and I have a vivid memory of going out with his son-in-law, who was a veterinarian, and we pulled a calf, put on the big long gloves and the whole 9 yards. So that was I grew up on a farm too, but never really experienced anything like that close up in hand. So that's a memory in my old noggin. And finally, Uncle Bob loved his vehicles. He had a Corvair. He was mad at Ralph Nader for ruining it. And he had the best, coolest F100 pickup truck. And that's right, it was an F100. It was a 1970 something model. And if you want to know what it looked like, go to the end of A Star Is Born with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga, and that truck is in the garage in that movie. Not his truck, but a truck just like it. And it was really always neat to see that truck running around and all that kind of stuff. So probably the biggest gift that he gave me was the juggling. Golf balls, I did juggle them okay. Well, I'm proving that I can do it now. You got to warm up, but juggling the golf balls definitely was a gift that he gave me. And like I said, sometimes I like to get out real juggling things and juggle in my classroom and impress the students with my skills that my Uncle Bob taught me. So Uncle Bob was definitely a gift to the world, and he is deeply missed by everyone. Peace be with you.